just before we get into the substance of it, remind me, what's your name and the name of the charity where you work?
So my name's Julie Higgins, and I work for a charity called SASAS, which is an acronym for Somerset and Avon Rape and Sexual Abuse Support.
It's a wonderful organisation, but it's fair to say it's not a massive organisation, but makes a big difference at a regional level. I think that's fair to say. And you came on our Corporate Partnerships Mastery programme, which finished a few months ago. So my first question is, was the programme helpful? And if it was, what kind of things did you get from the programme?
So the programme for me was extremely helpful. I was attracted to it because it sort of aligned with what I felt a corporate program should look like, and I wanted to get an insight into how I could sort of sell that into my charity and the people that I work with. So it's fun. I would say it probably fundamentally has changed the way we're approaching our corporate partnership program, mainly in that we are now much more focused on the organisations that we want to work with, and that has made sort of cultivation and research much easier and more efficient in terms of time. And you're right, we're a very small team, so that's made a big difference.
And I wonder if there's any examples you could give of how being on the course and getting those strategies helped you in your results or in your approach to building relationships with companies.
Yeah, absolutely. So actually, whilst I was still on the course, we were invited to speak at an awards ceremony that was full of sort of potential partners. And our approach to that, or my approach to that, was completely different because of being on the corporate mastery program. Whereas before, I think we would have made a speech talking about our work and trying to encourage people to donate as much as possible. The approach that we took on this event was about trying to develop as many relationships with people in the room as possible, and just asking people to sort of get in touch with us and have conversations and try to build relationships rather than asking them to put their hands in the pocket on that occasion. And that worked really well for us. And from that, I managed to set up 3 meetings with people, and one of those actually did turn into a charity partnership of the year partnership, which is probably going to be worth something between £10,000 to £15,000 to the charity. So a really good result for us.
Oh, congratulations. That's fabulous. And I think one thing you said also is that it's also led to a relationship with someone who in turn can help introduce you to further companies. And there's also something about style of information that you share in meetings or at events now.
Yeah, so I think we are much more confident in talking about stories and sharing stories and how the difference that our work makes. Whereas before we used to sort of not use those kind of stories as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. So congratulations on all the hard work you've put in and how it's paying off. If someone's watching this and they're weighing up to potentially find a way to come on the program, what would you say?
I'd say absolutely. It's doing the corporate mastery program has completely changed my approach to my role. And from day one, I was just so excited to get on with doing it. It was really inspirational, and I learned loads of tools that I was able to put into practice straight away.